This is a lot. So this is what she said. My story. I was only effing 17 and he was in his 20s. He knew what he was doing. I'm not posting this to clout chase because I simply don't care for that. I'm posting this so I can finally heal, and I know I'm not alone and he's done this to other girls. I wasn't there in that moment mentally. I disassociated myself and just felt like my mind was gone, and I was in shock. I couldn't leave. I was only 5'2", 98 pounds. He made me think I was so young, and he knew that. He as well said stuff like, "You're going to be such a beautiful young lady when you're older." I was effing 17. He not only did that, but asked me for nudes. I was only 17, as well as asked to have a threesome with me and one of my dance friends. They were as well underage, and I didn't tell anyone because he said it could ruin his career. I sat there for months wondering what I did wrong. But at the same time, a lot of people online, they're split. Some people are supporting her, some people are not supporting her. So this is very interesting. Gabby said she wanted to share her story so she could heal and help victims. So it's really intense what is going on online right now, because a lot of people, because the legal age of consent is between 16 and 18 depending on that state.
This is Ansel Egort, accused of this. And a Twitter user accused The Fault in Our Stars actor Ansel Egort of sexual assault on June 19th. The social media user, known by her first name Gabby, alleged she was 17 years old when Egort, who was reportedly in his 20s, continued to have sex with her even though she was sobbing in pain. Heavy reached out to Egort and Gabby for comment, but did not immediately hear back. So I'm going to read you what she wrote. Gabby. My story with Ansel Egort. Egort sexually assaulted me when I was 17. I had DM'd him on when it was 2 days before my 17th birthday and got his private Snapchat. I didn't think he'd ever DM me. I was just a kid. I was a fan. So when it happened, instead of asking me if I wanted to stop having sex, knowing it was my first time and I was sobbing in pain and I didn't want to do it, the only words that came out of his mouth were, "We need to break you in." I wasn't there in that moment mentally. I dissociated myself and just felt like my mind was gone. I was in shock. I couldn't leave. I was only 5'2" and 98 pounds. He made me think this is how sex was supposed to be. I was so young and he knew that. He as well said stuff like, "You're going to be such a beautiful young lady when you're older." I was fucking 17. He not only did that, but asked me for nudes. I was only 17. As well as asked to have a threesome with me and one of my dance friends. His current girlfriend is a very famous dancer. They were as well threesome with me and one of my dance friends. They were as well to do it. The only words that came out of his mouth were, "We need to break you in." Oh, maybe there's something else. Let me see if I can find the rest of what she said. Oh. They were underage as well, and I didn't tell anyone because he said it could ruin his career. I sat there for months wondering what I did wrong, wondering why I felt so used. Years later, I have PTSD, I have panic attacks, I go to therapy. Finally, I'm ready to talk about it and finally heal. I just want to heal and want to tell other girls who have been through the same shit as me. It's so weird that I can't see the rest of it. Oh, here it is. Sorry, you guys. Let's see. Same shit as, and then it's gone. Oh no, as me that Egort sexually. Oh, you're not alone. It's a lot for me to even come on here and tell my story, but I know it's needed. there is much more to my story. I simply don't want to post it all. I will tweet screenshots and pictures of me and him down below. So she shows that, you know, she was with him. She's showing pictures to show, you know, I love you so much. My birthday's tomorrow and you will probably never notice me. How could I not notice you, cutie? Happy birthday. Snapchat me. It's on solo. It's my personal Snapchat, though, so don't give it out. Well, sorry, we just did. Okay, you guys, listen, let me just say this. This happens to many girls that never get the chance to talk about it. Many things happen. And people get gaslit and don't know, and maybe it's, you know, something that they never know how to talk about or whatever. I just want you guys to know that if this happened to you, it's like it's happened to many, 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 many women. And so don't feel guilty. Don't feel like it's your fault. Also, you know, it's not only that this happens, but also that they try to make you feel crazy. And it's the same thing with plastic surgery. You know, these plastic surgeons are actually turning you over to police trauma training. And, you know, when there's like a group of people that have bullied you, and then they make you feel crazy. So this is just crazy. Crazy, crazy. So 17, I'm not sure, Shay, 24, architect, recording artist, graphic designer, also says, when I was 17, my first boyfriend was 23. No, you aren't really old enough to know better, right? It's like, plus, I think at that time, Ansel Egort was a star. You know, he was known. People are saying, I'm so sorry this happened. You're so strong. I hope coming clean can bring you some peace of mind. I'll always choose to believe the victim. Me too. Me too. Even if, you know, if you guys write something that sounds totally outlandish, I mean, some of the best crimes they sound so crazy no one would ever, ever, ever believe it. But this is, you know, he's a young man, and she said that it hurt and that, you know, she asked him to stop, basically. And he didn't. So that is very traumatizing. This one says, I don't believe it. The therapist friend actually needs the most therapy. Let's see. I think this is something different. Hang on. Let me just make sure that I'm on the right one. Here we go. This person doesn't believe it. 17 is old enough to know better. No, I don't know about that. That was her first time. I don't think people really understand what it's going to be like. So, they're saying mind explain this first. Not sure if that. Let's see. If you don't know what to believe in general, it's not just about this particular story. Sit back and think, would I rather accidentally believe a liar or support a rapist? I'm not sure if this is totally a fair statement, but I still, you know, I still try to believe, because it's confusing. This person says that she said this when she was, you know, I guess in 2014. That's a long time ago. This person saying proof. You're so brave. I stand with you. There's two sides to the story, right? this one's saying, unfriend him, please. Lady, I hope you file a report or something. Sorry you had to go through this. I'm not going to read that out loud. People are trying to, you know, shame her for things she said online, I guess. And if you're gonna shame someone, maybe not when they just come out and tell a story. You didn't deserve that. I support you. You know, when I was growing up, we didn't have social media way back in the day, you know. We didn't have a place to, you know, express ourselves like this. And we would turn and express ourselves to, you know, friends or whatever. And then they would, you know, we didn't know. I mean, at least I didn't know these people weren't actually even my friends. So this one says tweeting at him. Did she tweet at him? I don't think she did. I don't think she did tweet at him. She just tweeted. And then they wanted proof, and then she gave proof. You know, it's not proof of what happened. It's just proof that she was, you know, with him, and this is the proof of the. So, anyway, I don't know what to think about it, except that I do kind of believe that it happened. Kind of sounds like him. You're going to be such a... I mean, he always seems kind of well-mannered, you know, in his speech. And anyway, let me see. Woman says he removed that man's song from her playlist. He makes music. Same man is saying disgusting things like this. Girls love it when you have some weird nerdy thing in your room. It makes you look less threatening, even though I'm like very threatening. I'm the most threatening guy ever. Him saying that is, you know, kind of... You guys, I don't know if you want my opinion, but here it is. I'm going to give it to you anyway. Sometimes they do these things, and it's a cover for something else they've done when they're moving up. And I'm not saying that this is that. I'm just saying that the fact that he said this is just, this is like a little bit more, this is very damning to the guy, you know? So now this guy, Mr. Bain, is saying that she knew it was illegal. Well, maybe she didn't know or care. I mean, I don't know. But maybe something happened that made her care about it. I'm not sure about this here. I know when I was 17 that I did not know about all of the, you know, I think I did know, but I wasn't, I was not dating people in that way, if you know what I mean. Like, I wasn't going out with people. This person also said he assaulted me, people proof. The man, I didn't. People, okay. Do you see the problem? Yeah. The truth about false accusation is that, you know, right. This is totally true. We finally have the evidence. We need to dismiss this victim. You guys remember what happened to me? I went for, you know, a minor surgery on my nose, and it was a police training. So nobody believes it. Anyway,